shakalaka, I have some great news for Bitcoin, and Vitalik has some bad news. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's episode, I have some great news for Bitcoin. We're going to talk about this great news for Bitcoin, also some other things in the news, and also Vitalik has some not so great news for us. So, before we get into it, guys, if you do like the video, make sure to like the video, click the subscribe button, click the notification bell. That way you can be known when I have all new videos coming out. Now, what's going on for Bitcoin? We've been talking about Bitcoin a lot recently. It is in this little triangle right here, an ascending triangle that by about the date of Christmas is going to break out to $20,000. Above $20,000. But there's even better news. What is it? Well, one of my favorite traders over on TradingView, a man by the name of Trading Shot, or it could be a woman, I'm not exactly sure, but Trading Shot just published this, that Bitcoin broke above the 4-hour MA50. Pattern shows plus 10% from here, meaning a price of $20,550 within potentially 2 days. Ho, 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 ho. That's my Santa impression. Anyways, we can see this pattern here. Every time Bitcoin breaks this blue line, the 4-hour MA50, and it breaks this lower highs of the RSI, and it has a MACD cross, a bullish MACD cross. Every time that happens, Bitcoin is in for 10% gains. It happened once back here in October. It happened again here in November, and it just happened yet again. And each time, within 2 days, Bitcoin price goes up 10%. Now, he just published this not too long ago on Sunday. It's Monday, so potentially by Tuesday, we might have a $20,000 Bitcoin. That is great news for Bitcoin. Now, it's no surprise that's happening. I mean, Mass Mutual just purchased some crypto, and according to JP Morgan, that is proving that demand is rising. Mass Mutual just purchased $100 million of Bitcoin, and they're saying here that if pension funds and insurance companies just put in 1% of their assets into Bitcoin, the market cap will grow by $600 billion, affecting the price, according to Willy Woo, by over $2 trillion. Wow. So that's big news, more people. Also, the Glassnode CTO is predicting a 10x Bitcoin price from here. He's got a whole bunch of metrics, which he says are indicating a 10x in the price. So he says that almost all of these show Bitcoin breaking into six figures, with all but one suggesting Bitcoin will exceed $200,000 this cycle. Not in 10 years, this cycle. So the first one, Bitcoin's net unrealized profit and loss, or NUPL, the difference between the unrealized gains and losses based on when coins last moved, has climbed up 78% since its all-time high. But as we can see here, it went up 1,400% from where we are now to the top in 2017. If it were to do that again, that would give us a $286,000 Bitcoin. Okay, furthermore, there's the market cap to thermocap ratio, which assesses Bitcoin price premium relative to miner expenditure, and that predicts $138,000 in the future. Furthermore, there's Bitcoin's MVRV Z-score, which identifies when Bitcoin is overvalued, undervalued relative to its fair value. That predicts a $240,000 value. Plus, there's the long-term holder MVRV, which predicts between a $274,000 or $328,000 Bitcoin. And lastly, there's the reverse risk, which predicts a $240,000 Bitcoin. So that's some awesome things. However, he does go on to note, he says, take these numbers with a grain of salt. So obviously, they're not gospel. Nobody's standing behind the predictions, just like McAfee. But great news, guys. The U.S. Treasury was just hacked. And a lot of crypto holders go on to say, well, Bitcoin has never been hacked. But according to reports from Reuters, a sophisticated hacking group backed by foreign government, purportedly Russia, according to 3 people familiar with the investigation, was able to breach the U.S. Treasury Department as well as the National Telecom and Information Administration, or the NTIA, with the Department of Commerce. Unfortunately, they found no money there because all the money's made up in the US. But anyways, the hackers had been monitoring the NTIA staff emails on Microsoft Office 365 for months, People go on to say, like Blockfolio, Bitcoin means trusting a SHA-256 algorithm more than the US Treasury. And the funny thing is, the joke's on the hackers because the Treasury's already been hacked by internal actors. The statement reflects the US government's printing more money in 2020 than nearly the entirety of the country's existence. So there's no more money there the hackers can have at it. But good news for Bitcoin, guys. This week, Jim Cramer bought Bitcoin at $17,000. Nicely off the top at $17,000. Somehow he thinks $17,000 is still a low price for Bitcoin. He goes on to say, I will buy, I usually do, as something comes down, I'll get bigger and bigger and bigger. I just think if you want to diversify into all sorts of asset classes, I have gold, I'm going to diversify into Bitcoin. Not in a position for me, but certainly important to be diversified, and Bitcoin is an asset, and I want to have balance of assets. He says Bitcoin is nicely off from the top. At 17,000, I like to buy something that's nicely off from the top. Apparently, he hasn't been paying attention to Bitcoin. He didn't see the 95% price drop from $20,000 to like $3,000. He missed that nicely off the top, and he bought when it came down $2,000. Well, whatever. He's in there. Paul Tudor Jones buys in at $9,500, and he's totally stoked about it. Jim Cramer buys in at $17,000. He's totally stoked about it. So the price could only go up from here. And lastly, guys, not so great news from Buterin. He warns followers not to take out personal loans to buy crypto. Apparently, there's been this thought that you take out a personal loan, you buy crypto, the crypto assets appreciate, and then you pay off the personal loan. He's telling people, please do not do things like this. I would never recommend anyone taking out a personal loan to buy ETH or other Ethereum assets. He even added, and I found this interesting, 7 years ago, before ETH even began, he had only a few $1,000s of net worth. Nevertheless, he sold half of his Bitcoin to make sure he would not be broke if Bitcoin went to zero. Wow. And now he's worth $400 to $500 million in crypto. So he was kind of hesitant with his money. So guys, that's all the articles there. This last one is actually a sponsored article posting on the channel. So this is sponsored content as shown by the thing right down there. So if you want to click off, totally fine. But this is an article read by Bubble Network over on Cointelegraph. They're talking about the dot-com bubble of the late 90s and the Bitcoin bubble. However, both of those proved to be new asset classes. So Bubble Network, which is they've developed, is a new decentralized peer-to-peer transaction network and store of value. And ultimately, they had a liquidity generation event that took place in November 2020 with the pre-sale completely sold out in 4 days. Liquidity also locked in for 6 months using Unicrypt's services. The trading has been available on Uniswap since November 2020, with seeing a price surge 87%. Now, what is this? BBL, which is the Bubble's native token, is a deflationary ERC20 token built on the ETH network with a maximum supply of 100,000 and 30,000 tokens, respectively. Deflation, however, it's a deflationary token, will happen due to a slow burn mechanism. Each transaction will trigger a burn rate of 5% that will continue until the token supply reaches 30,000. This will protect the pooled Ether for a sustained period. The initial 100,000 tokens have already been minted. The BBL token contracts has no functionality to mint more tokens. However, BBL farming and staking will be implemented by using the new Bubble Valve token, which will be released in mid-December. It's created to complement BBL. The BBV is to complement BBL and add functional utility. Users can farm BBL to earn rewards in BBV and also stake BBV to earn BBV rewards. So, there's further announcements expected over the next few weeks in December related to insurance solutions and NFTs that are slated for 2021. If you want to find out more information, the Bubble Network token is currently trading on Uniswap, can be stored in multiple ERC20 wallets, such as MetaMask Trust Wallet, and you can find out more of their information at the links here, bubbletoken.network, also their Telegram channel, their Telegram's trading view, and everything else there. So guys, if you're looking for a new token to check out, a new DeFi project to check out, deflationary DeFi project as a stocking stuffer, check out Bubble Network. So guys, that is all for the episode today. Like I said, I'm pretty stoked for Bitcoin. I hope you are too. So if you did enjoy the video, make sure to click the like, subscribe, notification bell, and I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Peace.